Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Dating Right.
I think one of the problems that we face now is that for so long as women, as a gender, we've said, don't approach me. Don't approach me when I look cute. Don't approach me at the gas station. Don't approach me when I look busted down. Like, just don't approach. And men have gotten to the point where they're just like, I don't know when to approach you. I'm not sure. Now, in my younger years, right? Because it's been a while since I dated, but in my younger years, you make eye contact with the guy, and it was like an unspoken, yes, you can approach me, like
Sort of.
unspoken permission. I don't know if that's happening anymore. I think that at this point, men have just kind of gotten turned away by all of the turn downs, by all of the rejection is the word I'm looking for.
Well, keep your monkey ass in the house then. God damn, we're human beings, we're social creatures. And all it did was fucking speak to your onion head ass. And being that nobody don't say nothing to you, you'll go out and say, I went out today, these men ain't saying nothing to me. Man, pick a side.
Call me whatever you want, but I've come to the realization that I'm just too big and black in America to be randomly approaching women in public.
Straight girl crashes out on me, so I make a dramatic stitch.
Wait, excuse me, guys. So sorry. Would you want to see a magic trick? No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her.
Ooh, the fucking audacity of these girls.
Get the fuck out my face. Get out my face. Get out my face.
Riz, chat.
Bye.
This is why I don't like coming outside. Every time I come outside, I gotta curse one of these bum-ass niggas out. And I don't even like calling people bum, but boy, who you talking to? Like, you mad because I don't want you? Why every time when y'all see somebody that can dress or y'all feel like is attractive or whatever the case may be, why do y'all feel like y'all have to talk to everyone? Just leave people alone.
It's not everyone. It's the very few men that are willing to approach you. And because they like you, they think you're pretty. It's like there's so many reasons why men would want to. We're horny. We love women. You know, it's just act like it's like a bear coming to you and just sniffing you all of a sudden or something. Like, no, it's not that random. You know, men actually like women.
That's annoying. Like, then he talking shit like, oh, you ain't all that anyway. I'm not. What's T? Because basically...
Oh, now you're going to use it as, you know, a way to, you know, bolster yourself up because they approach you.
You was just trying to talk to me. You mad because I curved you. Have a nice day.
Why are you trying to talk to me if you're ugly? No, seriously, why are you, like, trying your best? Do you know what you look like? Go look in the mirror. Actually, don't do that. The audacity, like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why men have such a big audacity these days, but y'all can't pull who you think you can pull. Please humble yourself. Please sit down.
It's women that really need to humble themselves. Men approach you because men have to do the work, right? It's not because you're ultra pretty, you're a top 10 out of 10. No, we just like women and we have to put in the work. So we're going to put in the work to approach women. Stop thinking that you're the hottest freaking thing since sliced bread, because you ain't.
I'm so tired of ugly people hitting on me. Leave me alone. You look like a monster. You're bald. You're like over 30. I don't want you. Anyways, y'all, I just like to come on here and say that because, like, it's getting worse. Like, it used to be, you know, a few ugly guys might hit on you here and there. The ones that just had, like, no fear or something. I don't know. But now, in 2025, they're, like, coming left and right, thinking that they can get somebody flirting with you, all up in your comments, all up in everything. And I'm just like, you're ugly.
5 minutes later.
I was out with the most beautiful girl the other night, like gorgeous. And she's not intimidating. And she's smiling and blah, blah, blah. And literally, no guys approached us. Like, none.
They can tell you're old.
serious conversation.
I'm gonna say the same thing that the prior lady said. You're 30. You're over 30. Ew.
Here. What should a girl do if she sees a guy? I just saw a guy in the train and he was so handsome. And he's looking at me, I'm looking at him, he's looking at me, I'm looking at him. And it's like my stop is about to happen anytime soon. And I didn't know what to do because I thought, okay, maybe I should just give him my card, but then I didn't have my wallet with me. So it's like I like my card with my information. And then I'm like, damn, the point is that I get how you guys get nervous because I could never.
We know.
I decided to let that man go instead of me going up to him and saying, let me give you my number. Do I have to start carrying cards so I can just give my card and dip?
It's like you can't even say something and then stay for a slight conversation. No, you gotta just hand him a freaking card and run away.
Anyways, give me some advice.
Ma'am, you had it right. You should have had business cards and just walked over and handed to him, smiled and walked away. Yes, so you messed up the coverage on that play. But if you and a lot of women haven't heard, women are gonna have to put themselves out there and approach men now.
But they look at you. Why is there so many niggas here? Yes. Staring me down. Yes. Not one type of word though. Like you're eyeing me. Like down. You want me. I know you want me. I know you want me back. But you're just too.
You guys aren't wearing anything. That's the other side of it. If I'm seeing a practically naked woman, and I like boobs and ass, and you got boobs and ass kind of hanging out, I might take a peek. Just saying.
Scared to come up. I don't like that. Be a man. Be a man. Be a man and come up to me and say something. Why are we just looking? Are you a girl or a boy?
I mean, it's because women always say it. Oh, how you found me is how, I'm going to stay. Yeah, we found you in the streets, dressed for the streets. We like to look, but we don't want to pick up the streets. There's a lot of diseases on it.
They like boys. What's up with men? I don't know. I wanted to ask you. Men don't come up and ask or talk to you anymore. Maybe we should have a man on and ask him what that's like. Why don't they do that?
Oh, I thought a man was talking right now already. My bad.
Dating expert. Is there a dating expert man that would like to come on this podcast?
Well, guys, it looks like these women are still looking for answers and trying to find solutions to this new generational question, why men are not approaching women anymore.
Black men are not approaching women anymore. But I can kind of see why. At first I was going with the narrative of they want princess treatment, they done lost their confidence, their leadership. There's a TikToker guy that explained it in a different sense. He's a tall, strong black man. He was saying that he doesn't go up to women anymore because women, we are typically concerned about our safety.
Call me whatever you want, but I've come to the realization that I'm just too big and black in America to be randomly approaching women in public. First of all, y'all don't even really want to be bothered for real. And I get that because I'm the same way. I just be minding my business. Besides, with how women talk about how much they fear for their safety around men, I ain't really trying to scare nobody. So basically at this point, if she doesn't make it painfully obvious that she wants me to talk to her, it doesn't really matter what the attraction level is. I'll respectfully keep it pushing and let God take the wheel.
Damn right.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
A tall, strong black man. He was saying that he doesn't go up to women anymore because women, we are typically concerned about our safety. We don't want to be approached because we don't really know what you want. Just all in all, we're on a defense because we don't know if it's a threat or not. There's so much going on in the world. And so for that perspective, I kind of get it. I still think the attempt should be out there and perhaps men can do a better job at showing themselves to be safe, being more mindful.
How do we do that? Wear a freaking yellow safety jacket or something, so you can see us coming from a mile away, and we just tap you on the shoulder or something. What's the code word? Give me a code word.
Of how they're approaching the certain language that they're using, but ultimately, I don't know exactly how that feels to do something like that because I'm not a black man. As a black woman, it kind of sucks because it's yeah, we want y'all to approach us though, and we want to be safe. What y'all think? What's the solution? Like, how can we make this a little bit better?
Stop thinking that every single man's out there to be harmful to you in some way. Some men just want to talk and get to know you. That's majority of men. I'm not saying there's not serial killers out there, which there really isn't overall. I mean, there's a few maybe, but everybody is pretty damn good people nowadays.
For everybody involved.
Nah,
and guys,
iffy on
you
that
should
one.
go see a lot of women up under this man's post that he made regarding this, where they're telling him that, oh, you can approach us, but other men can't. So that's just another way of saying what we've been saying. These women are only complaining because they want the men that they deem attractive approaching them, not the average guy.
So I saw this video the other day and I thought it was so funny because I related to it so much. There was a woman and she was out with her friends and she was like, someone better hit on me tonight. I'm sick of this. And I was like, ma'am, I feel you so much. Because I never get hit on in person. Like, I get a lot of messages online and stuff, and I'm single, so I'm on dating apps, but just like at the grocery store, men don't just come over and say hi, like, how are you doing? They don't do that anymore. And so
There's too many videos of men trying to approach women in grocery stores and getting shamed for it. So yeah, why would we do it? And then we get the videos, oh, do it at Trader Joe's. All the hot guys are at Trader Joe's. And a guy does it at Trader Joe's, and he's like the Trader Joe's pedophile or something. Come on.
So when I do meet men, and I ask them, I tell them, like, you know, I don't usually get hit on in person. Would you, if you saw me at the store or wherever, would you come talk to me? And sometimes they say yes, but a lot of times they say no. And it's usually for one of two reasons. The first reason is because they assume I'm not single, which, like, sir, I'm walking around here with a ring-free hand. Like, why are you over there assuming things? But the second...
Just like how you guys assume all men are predators and creeps and only there for your box.
The second reason is because they said that women find it too aggressive and they don't like it. And I'm like... Who are these women? Like, all the women I know, the single women, they appreciate it when a man is respectful and they come over and say, hi, you look nice or whatever. Because if we're out and we're dressed up, we look nice because we made an effort. And we appreciate it when men, or hell, even women, you know.
I thought you didn't dress for men. I thought you only dressed for the girls. Well, get the girls' attention. They'll tell you, yas, queen, yas, slay.
A fellow female comes and tells you you look nice. So I'm trying to encourage you because I feel like men are scared of rejection. But let me tell you, the world is full of rejection. That doesn't mean you shouldn't try.
These women are getting so desperate that they're out here giving guys pep talks and TED talks on approaching women. Apparently, these women are living in some desperate times.
Yep.
And I will say that most women, they're not going to growl at you for telling them that they look nice or saying hi. I'm not saying none of them will, but let's be honest. If you say hi, you look nice to a woman, she growls at you, she did you a favor by showing you the crazy up front. Because that could be 6 months down the line and then you see that crazy monster. I'm just saying. I mean, she could just be having a bad day, but, you know, if she's going to be rude about you telling her she looks nice, she's probably not a nice person. So just leave that one be. But for the rest of us, we appreciate a respectful man coming over and saying hi. And if we show signs of not being interested, no sweat off your nose. Keep it moving. It's not that serious. But on the other hand, you guys could really connect and be on a date next week. So I say all that to say this. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if you see that beautiful woman, go take your shot. Go take it. She's over there waiting for you to tell her how beautiful she looks tonight, okay? Go forth, be bold, and flirt.
Again, juice just ain't worth the squeeze.
And come say hi.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hey, fuck no.
So why do men no longer come up to women? I asked this in a TikTok last week, and it got so many comments, especially from men. And I just want to preface this with...
I mean, you asked men a question. Of course, so many men are going to answer. That doesn't even make sense.
This was no shade to men. This post was no shade to men, and neither is this one. I was just genuinely curious and asking. I love men. I think they're awesome, and I think that they're a little confused right now. But most of their responses said something like, we were told not to go up to you guys, and we were told that you want to be left alone and you just want your own space and you don't want us approaching you.
Yeah.
Which for some women that can absolutely be true, but I love meeting people in person, and I just think that it takes a confident person to go up to someone when you see them in person, and I think it's a really cool way to meet people rather than meeting people online. And we're also saying things like they were called creeps and weirdos, and they don't want to be called that. It's not a pleasant experience. But I will say that it has to do with how you approach a woman. Like, for example, myself and my friends have had men come up to us with a really, really intense energy, like a very in-your-face energy, and they're really nervous and they're kind of scattered and they're very pushy or weird, and they're...
Is that the majority of men that approach you? Because I'm almost positive that isn't, but they just approach you normally. You're just not attracted to them and you call them creeps. Like, women love to use that one-off example of one creepy guy that probably was genuinely creepy. I'm not gonna like deny that. But then, you know, every other man that approaches, you just think of that creepy man and you just call them all creeps.
Their energy is just off. And one of the most attractive things to a woman is emotional intelligence. And that shows within like the first few seconds of meeting someone.
Really?
When
First
they
2
introduce
seconds.
themselves to you. So if you're gonna go up to a woman, just like take a calm, deep breath. If you see a woman working on her laptop or something at a cafe, you can go up to her and be like, hey, my name is so-and-so. I thought you were really beautiful and you seem interesting. I would love to get to know you more if you're interested, and then slipping her your number on a napkin or something.
This is exactly why they say, if you want to learn how to fish, you don't ask a fish.
You know, like just coming up to women with a calm energy and not giving off this like needy energy or this like pushy energy. I think that is what women don't like. I think it's really sweet and cute to be
Everything is I think. You don't even know.
approached in person, and I know that there's a lot of women like me. There's probably some women out there who don't want to be approached, and that's fine, and it's hard to tell who's who. But I think you can tell when you go up to a girl kind of right away if she'd be interested or not based on her body language, and just be calm and natural and don't overthink it.
Just be yourself.
You know, I know that's easier said than done. I've only gone up to a man once in my whole life, but I think that might help.
Oh, hell no!
The Me Too movement failed because it hit exactly the wrong people. Actually, like the point of the Me Too movement, other than just, you know, giving women a platform to talk about this sort of thing, was that it was supposed to scare bad actors, like whip them into shape. Like, women aren't being quiet about this stuff anymore, so your dirty laundry is going to be out there if you don't act right. Except that's not what it did. Because bad actors are usually bad enough not to care about the consequences, but what you do scare is the nice guys who now think that it's illegal to even approach a woman. And I'm genuinely not exaggerating here. The number of men that are in my comments saying you can't approach a woman because it's actually illegal, like you'll go to jail, is utterly insane. And it was never the OG stories about actual SA. I think everyone acknowledges that those were...
Well, I mean, in UK, you can get ticketed for catcalling. I mean, what's the difference between me approaching and then saying, hey, because you're kind of far away?
For real. It was all those women who wanted to be included and like didn't really have a story, so they kind of pulled something borderline about a guy just like being creepy, even if he did nothing wrong, just to feel included. There are literally women who will make videos about guys who approach them anywhere in public and just say that they're creeps for talking to a woman that they don't know. Now, does this mean that those guys are right and you will actually go to jail? No, they need to get offline and touch grass. Real men go out and approach women every single day, and if you can find me an example of a guy getting thrown in jail for just talking to a woman, I will eat my words. But it does mean that women can't have it both ways. You can't just complain about a man talking to you and then also complain about a different one not talking to you in public just based on whether or not you find them hot. I understand what the Me Too movement was trying to accomplish, but it completely misfired. It didn't hit the predators, it hit all the men who were already worried about being creepy.
And of course it was the Me Too movement, men getting charged with essays and assault cases, going to prison, losing their jobs. And definitely the second and third wave of feminism was the nail in the coffin.
So I just seen a video of a guy. He was attractive too, and he said, let me tell you something. I don't approach attractive, well put together women in public. And he lists the reasons why he doesn't. He says if she's attractive, she's put together, got her nails done, her hair done, she may be expensive, she probably already got a guy, and he goes on to this whole list of assumptions. Basically, they're assumptions, because the reality is you don't know if that woman does her own hair, does her own nails. Hey,
Really? Like, really? Yes, I know there's a lot of women that do nails and do hair, but I don't know very many women that do their own nails and do their own hair. Like, that's not usually a thing.
pays for her own hair, pays for her own nails. You don't know if she's single. Do you know there are a lot of attractive women out here that are single?
We know.
You don't know, but so you're
We don't
assuming
care.
that a person is single or not single based on their attractiveness. So you saying all ugly people are single? Do we all not know some people that are not so attractive that are in relationships? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I feel like y'all be tricking yourself out your own spot. And to me, if you are a man that is afraid to approach me or just to alleviate some of your assumptions, then you're not masculine enough for me. Because the most that she can say is
It's always shame, shame, shame. You know, as the Godfather always said, the sign language is just out of this world.
that she's in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Or just get to know somebody without assuming first. But y'all assume, y'all trick yourself out of your spot. Then you get with a woman that you really don't like, but you were just bored. She looked available, but guess what? She the most, she need the most money. She need this for this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you assume the girl that look put together need all your money, but our reality is the girl that's looking broken, bust down is the one who need all your damn money. The girl that put together, put herself together. Let's do better, man. Man, I need to find men to come up to me. Don't be scared. I don't bite.
Well, it sounds like she just want men to approach her simply because she's seeking validation from those men. But on another note, we've been hearing a lot of women say that, you know, a lot of attractive women are single. But in my experience, not really. Like, a lot of attractive women are actually taken. And for the ones that's not in a relationship or married, that's always a red flag for me, to be honest, because most attractive women are off the market. And if they are single, they just coming out of a relationship or marriage. They separated going through a divorce. But once again, this lady here need to realize that, lady, you can just approach the man too. If you want Tyrone like that, won't you just go walk up to him or wave him over?
So we're talking about why guys don't approach girls and women like that as much anymore. So tell us.
My take. Okay, so my take, right? I'm my married take on this. I've been in the dating girls when I was much, much younger. However,
Oh, great, guys. We got more approach and dating advice from post-wall women.
a lot of experience over the years. And my take is because, of course, a lot has changed, right? So, like, since the pandemic, not only were we kind of stuck inside, people got shy.
Yeah.
And I really think that's a big, big toll on a lot of people's confidence. And you really need confidence
that makes
for
sense.
skills like dating and approaching people. And I
never heard about that.
I totally, and especially with guys and like young guys too, they're so afraid of rejection nowadays. Like they don't toughen up. Literally, I was talking to somebody and some guy, I don't know who it was exactly recently. And they were like, guys, these young guys, they are so scared of being rejected. Like back in our day, we would go up to a girl, we would shoot our shot, and if we got turned down, we would just walk away, and our boys would be like, "Oh, whatever," and we would move on to the next.
Right. What's the big
Nowadays,
deal? Like it's not going to be a world-ending thing,
right?
It's just your pride or your ego. I could see why it takes confidence. The same way men think confidence is attractive, right?
Yeah.
And
Same thing men think confidence is attractive? Who has ever said I was looking for a confident woman?
a lot of you'll see girls who aren't, I hate to say that beautiful or whatever. Everyone's beautiful in their own way, but if they're super confident, you're like, their energy is everything.
Yeah.
They're walking around like they own that place.
Yeah.
And so I could see how it could be the same for men, but it's frustrating because I'm not dating on apps anymore. I'm been done with the dating on apps. So you got to approach me in person. And I want, like, they call it.
Yeah, you aged out.
Meet cute, to
yes,
We're like, oh, we met at the grocery store grabbing peaches.
Because that's how everybody, that's how a lot of people back in the day met. That's how it was done. Like,
I was having a conversation with one of my girlfriends the other day, and she was telling me how she has a male friend who she's interested in romantically. And I said, have you said anything to him? And she was like, no. And I said, why not? And she said, well, he should get my hints. And I said, hints? What hints? She's like, I mean, the way I act around him and all this stuff. And I was like, the way you act around him? Like, what do you mean? And she's like, he should see that I like him. And I was just like, so why don't you just tell him that you like him? And she's like, well, I don't do that. I don't chase men. And I was like, like chasing men and letting a man know that you're interested in him are two different things. Chasing a man is once he knows that you like him and he's still not giving you any type of time of day or whatever. He kind of has you just kind of lingering over here.
Yep.
Letting a man know, and I don't necessarily mean like, hey, I like you, but giving him some subtle hints at least to let him know that you like it is two totally different things. And I was like, so how do you think he's going to know that you like him if you never say anything? She's like, well, he's going to have to figure it out. And I had to tell her, like, in this day and time, men are not approaching women, which is really weird to me. But I had to sit back and think, like, why aren't men approaching women? And I've come up with the thought of maybe it has to do with COVID and the Me Too movement. COVID, we were in the house for a year and a half by ourselves. And so we've just kind of learned how to, one, be by ourselves. And two, the Me Too movement, let me tell you something. If you talk or get with the wrong woman, they can ruin your whole life. I mean, just look at Shannon Sharp. He just lost his job at ESPN because he wanted some little young OnlyFans model who he was in a relationship with, but then turned around and said, oh yeah, you sexually assaulted me. I mean, the R word and all these other things. And it's just like, what?
She made some very good points there, but I want to focus on what she initially said about her girlfriend and the girlfriend just sitting back waiting on the guy to approach her. And that girlfriend, I think, is got the mindset of a lot of modern women today.
Yep.
They still just want to sit back and play this princess role of, I'm gonna let a man approach me. He just got to show me he's man enough to approach me and all this crap. When in reality, when a woman truly want a man, she will get him. She will pursue him just like she pursued her education, all her degrees, all her, her career, her jobs. I know plenty of women in my family. I even remember my ex-wife, my ex-fiance from college. They kind of got around me and just started a conversation. And that's the thing. A lot of these women know when they really want a man, they will probably be a little nervous, but they will still make a way to get that man's attention some type of way. I think a lot of men feel like there's no point to it anymore. Like, if they really wanted to get a woman, they can just go on dating apps or, hit women up on social media. I think women have made themselves way too accessible as far as online. You can just hit them up and get them out on a date and do whatever. True. So it's so bad nowadays that a lot of men don't even want relationships. Approaching a woman is just not even worth the effort or definitely the money when it's time to take a woman out on a date. Like, a lot of guys don't even want to go through that no more. I hear a lot of men saying like they don't feel like it's honestly worth it anymore. But that's all I got in this video. You guys be sure to drop a comment down below and let me know what you
Dating right is correct. That you want to play this Disney princess role. Even though I like him, I want a prince to show up. I like the prince, but I need to pretend to be dying and laying there on the ground or, asleep so he can come and kiss me and take care of me or whatever it is. It's just so impractical nowadays. This is why I say nobody's entitled to anything, right? Nobody deserves anything. Everybody gets what they earn. And men, we earn our way. We earn our way through everything, especially having to approach and find women ourselves. We don't just sit there and just wait for the grace of God to come get us. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.